Hello, friends and family. How are you today? Today, one of my subscribers asked a question. What are you gonna do about your loans? You're so much in debt. So don't worry. Don't ask me how much I'm in debt. If you know that, if I tell you that, you're gonna need a doctor. No. So I said, yeah, I'm probably close to 7 digit in debt, but I do see some people holding this amount of money but starve to death. At least I'm here. And that kid wants to know the story so badly. I usually don't want to tell that story to anybody, or not alone in public. Hopefully this video don't go viral too much. Just in case the family come up to sue me for taking advantage of their misery. Oh well. I wouldn't tell you which family that is. So the story came like this. When I first came to United States, going to school, and the chemistry teacher, a man, and he was a really good teacher. And one time, of course, I had a lot of questions, came from foreign country, and my English wasn't the best. I was asking questions, and he tried to touch my hands. Oh, how beautiful. And I turned my face around and talked about that I love my boyfriend very much. And so later on, I did meet that teacher's wife, and she was like 8 months pregnant by the time she was that her husband was teaching, and later on I got kicked out. It was her. She told me that she didn't have money, but she was holding $250,000 of research funding. It was her. So one day I saw her on a bus, and she asked me whether I want to go back to do cancer research. I said no. Not only I thought it's radiation and chemo at the time so dangerous, not good for a childbearing age woman, but also a lot of transplantation going on. So I was really checking out. So 2 years after that encounterment, I saw her husband, who used to be my instructor, and told me I was a cashier in a hospital, and he told me that his wife died in that hospital 2 years ago. And I was like, what? How? Oh my gosh, that person, that elderly woman, it was her. She died like a month after she talked to me. And then I looked through online. I was wondering who diagnosed her, because her husband was in medical school when she just taught people about that acute lymphoma, and all of a sudden she got that chance is like chance of hitting a lottery. And her husband was really good at diagnosing. So uh, later on, I figured holding her grants of $250,000 while I was starving every day. I was holding my kid, sitting in front of all kinds of restaurants, saying, "Do you need me to work for a while? But like, give us a free meal first." We got really fat because we ate around town, being the annoying ourselves, but somebody holding her money and died. And I would say if she didn't have that money, her husband might just divorce her as well in that situation. But she had that money, so her husband, as a doctor, helped diagnose her. I wonder about that 1 out of a million chance happened to hit on her, but the result was her husband probably got all her research funding and spent and probably searching for new. The first time when her husband told me that her news of that she died, he was still dressing up super nice and glasses super bright, and 1 month after that, of course, I kind of sense that's a complicated situation, and I never try to approach that family ever again. No question to ask, nothing to do with them. And 1 month later, I saw her husband again in a grocery store. That man totally like broken, like disappointed, desperated, broken. I tell you this story, I want to tell you about how that 6-digit of money really ruined a person's life. There are many other stories that people got the money, don't have the life to spend. People ton of in debt, but can afford to die, so they never die. You're gonna learn those monetary or cultural things in your sociology classes, because this video is mostly for those young pre-college kids, or if you're in college, you can see this too. You can be benefited from this too. I just want to tell you that money doesn't solve every problem. Sometimes I look at those rich people, I feel bad for them. I'll give you examples along the way in other videos. That's the story that someone hold $1 million and starved to death. I think this is how much I'm gonna talk about this story due to the time limit. I'll talk about it and other things another time. So yeah, during another video when we need to talk about why everybody should learn something about go to medical school once, or at least nursing school once. We'll talk about another detail in this case. So today, I'm gonna stop here. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Have a great the rest of your weekend. Bye bye.